Hi everyone, welcome back. Here we are, Tioga Pass, Yussef days. This is a really good one for this space, I think. So, just some information about some of the music here. Harmony, E minor 9, E, G, B, D, F sharp, and then C major 7, so down to C, or C there. There's B, that's the 7, C again, E and G. You could go down or up, play around with the voicings. You could add a D into the C major chord. I think that's the first bit with the bass and the really cool riff. I think there's a really neat bit in a synth part, which might be played by Elijah Fox on a live show recently, where it's a C major chord here, but I think the synth actually goes up there, which is really cool. Cool, so I think that's like the intro, and then we get into a verse kind of vibe with the melody. Between E minor 9 again, but then it goes up to A minor. A minor 9, so same kind of voicing, that's just stacked in thirds there. A, C, E, G, B. Okay. Okay, and that's the main kind of thrust of the song, and it goes back between those two sections. There's the E minor to a C major, and the E minor to an A minor. You could put an F sharp in the A minor chord. I like that. And then towards the end of the song, there's a kind of breakdown, and this is a bit before an extraordinary kind of triple paradiddle drum groove comes. I've been teaching that in my lessons. I won't do it here, just on the piano for today. But there's a really kind of classic sequence at the end that might be the kind of thing that you were hoping to get out of one of these lessons. So here it is. So E minor 9 again, to A minor 7. Okay, down to G major 7. Okay, that's also a G major 9. For those of you that like spelling chords correctly, I know I always do it incorrectly. Some of my students get really cross at me about that. So it's G major 9 as I've played it there. You could play G major 7. That voicing is G, D, F sharp, A, that's the 9, B, and D. You could have the 7th on top, which Yussef Days seems to like. That's the 7th on top. Okay, from that point we're going to go to the 2, which is F sharp, half diminished. You can go full diminished if you want, which then brings up this kind of D sharp, which is going to be the 3rd in the chord of a B7 chord. And that's a really classic perfect cadence there. That kind of chord there, B7. Okay, let's just go back and do the F sharp. So F sharp, A, and C natural. That's a diminished triad. That's a half diminished 7. Looks like a kind of wonky tube sign for those of you that know London in England, as opposed to London, Ontario, Canada. Shout out if you know that. Eh? That's a half diminished 7, and that's a diminished 7. Both sound great. And then to B7. So B, that's the A is the flat 7. D sharp is the major 3rd, which is cool. It implies E harmonic minor, and that G's a flat 13. I often go for which I tend to steal from people like Robert Glasper. When I say people like him, I mean Is there anyone like him? Certainly not older than him, younger than him, yes. So there we go, B7, flat 13. You could put a sharp 9 in there as well, if you wanted. So that end sequence. And then just an extraordinary play out on that with some spectacular drumming, of course. Okay, hope that gives you something. All right, cheers, bye. See you next time. Thanks.